Welcome to The Explainer. I'm so excited you're joining us today because we're looking at something that is, honestly, completely mind-bending. If you want to build a perfect physical factory, and we're talking about a massive, hyper-complex automotive manufacturing facility here, you actually have to build it twice, literally. First, you have to build a perfect, fully functioning digital one.
Okay, let's dive into this. How on earth do you build a flawless mega project? Because we're talking about constructing a modern automotive plant for a giant like the BMW Group. The stakes here? They're impossibly high. When you're dealing with an industrial facility that is this dense, just packing in body shops, stamping plants, and all those automated assembly lines across hundreds of thousands of square feet, a single geometric mistake, just one little spatial clash out in the field, it doesn't just cause a minor headache. Oh no. It costs millions of dollars, it wastes valuable materials, and it adds weeks of painful delays to an incredibly rigid production timeline.
To understand exactly how they pull off this absolute engineering marvel, here's our roadmap for today. We are going to unpack the ultimate manufacturing challenge, look at the digital blueprint, see how they solve chaos before construction, rehearse time in 4D, and finally, explore the digital twin legacy.
So let's kick things off with Section 1. The Ultimate Manufacturing Challenge, Scale and Complexity.
You see, a BMW manufacturing facility, it isn't just a standard building with some walls and a roof. It is a dense, highly coordinated jungle of robotics. The sheer density of the coordination required, it's an overwhelming puzzle. Think about it. You have these massive facility components, robotic assembly lines, expansive paint shops, automated conveyor systems, and they are all constantly colliding with the extremely strict requirements of completely different engineering disciplines. We're talking everything from heavy structural requirements and MEP, that's mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, right down to super precise process utilities and fire protection. It's a lot to manage.
Now, traditionally, trying to integrate heavy robotic manufacturing with your standard building services, that just leads to absolute chaos. You end up with these extremely dense utility corridors and constant, never-ending equipment layout revisions that would normally just halt construction entirely. But by leveraging BIM-driven solutions, the whole approach completely flips. It goes from reactive chaos to proactive precision, because through optimized utility routing and managing rapid, real-time model updates via a cloud-based common data environment, engineering teams can adapt instantly. It keeps everything meticulously aligned and moving forward without missing a beat.
Which brings us to Section 2, the digital blueprint, building the virtual factory.
This is exactly where we introduce the foundational technology that makes all of this massive, multidisciplinary coordination even possible in the first place, BIM, or Building Information Modeling. So BIM implements these highly advanced 3D modeling methodologies to drastically improve collaboration across all those different teams, reduce construction risks, and really optimize the whole installation sequence. Basically, it acts as the ultimate digital blueprint and makes absolutely sure that every single pipe, steel beam, and robotic arm fits together perfectly in virtual space way before any physical construction even begins.
Now, in the world of BIM, there's this really important metric called the level of development, or LOD for short. And for a mega project of this caliber, that LOD goes all the way up to 400. That number is highly significant. Think of it kind of like playing a video game on the absolute highest graphical settings. It isn't just some generic low-res block giving you a rough idea of how much space something takes up. Actually, an LOD of 400 means exact geometry. It means precise structural steel framing right down to the literal anchor bolts and very specific heavy equipment foundations. The model is, for all intents and purposes, a perfect, millimeter-accurate replica of reality.
And the wild part is, every single discipline has to be integrated flawlessly into this one shared digital space. We are talking about an incredibly extensive coordination scope here. Everything from the architectural building envelopes and facades to heavy equipment foundations and mezzanines. You've got mechanical chilled water and steam piping, electrical cable tray routing, bus ducts, right down to the specific robotic assembly stations and CNC equipment. None of these elements can exist in a vacuum. They all have to share the exact same virtual coordinates perfectly, so the final facility operates exactly as it was designed to.
That crazy level of integration perfectly sets us up for Section 3, Solving Chaos Before Construction, the digital rehearsal.
This phase? It is essentially a massive, incredibly high-stakes digital game of operation. The core of this whole process is something known as clash detection. This is all about finding geometric intersections, basically physical conflicts in the digital matrix, before a single physical shovel ever hits the dirt. By actually automating these clash workflows across all those combined models using advanced software,
the project team completely prevents what would otherwise be catastrophic real-world delays. This one single process eliminates massive amounts of rework. It saves immense amounts of time, a ton of money, and prevents totally unnecessary material waste on the actual job site.
During this digital rehearsal, you uncover all sorts of chaotic problems. You might see a typical clash where a standard air duct is hitting structural steel, or fire protection piping is running right into the HVAC system, or maybe just basic maintenance clearance conflicts. But what's really interesting to think about is when you hit a true nightmare scenario. Imagine a massive electrical cable tray routing right through the exact designated path of an automated overhead conveyor, a conveyor that's literally meant for transporting car chassis. If that specific clash makes it to the physical construction phase, work stops entirely. But finding it early in the virtual model, well, that just means an engineer clicks a mouse a few times, reroutes the cable tray, and boom, a multi-million-dollar crisis is averted instantly.
Moving right along, we arrive at Section 4. Rehearsing time in 4D, the time machine.
Because building a factory of this scale requires totally mastering the element of time. And virtual design and construction, it acts as a literal virtual time machine for the project. The engineering teams, they don't just model the final, finished state of the building, they actually inject the project schedule directly into the 3D model to create a 4D construction simulation. You can literally watch the sequence build up layer by layer. First, the structural erection, then equipment installation, followed by utility and conveyor installation, right through to the complex MEP sequencing and final production line commissioning. Doing it this way allows the team to validate really critical logistical details. For instance, they can verify if a massive construction crane actually has the physical accessibility and clearance to drop a giant stamping machine into place before the structural roof is officially closed up.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, the digital twin legacy beyond construction.
So, once the structural steel is finally up and the robots are happily assembling cars, what happens to all this incredible digital data? Well, the immediate project outcomes are spectacular enough on their own. We're talking about a significant reduction in multidisciplinary clashes, much faster shop drawing production and design approvals, heavily reduced rework and material wastage, and of course, improved schedule certainty, thanks to all that 4D planning. Ultimately, these methodologies transform a highly complex automotive manufacturing plant into a successfully coordinated, constructible asset. But it is the final step, the delivery of an asset information model, or AIM, that is the real game changer for the future.
The crucial takeaway here is that they didn't just deliver a static physical building to the client. The ultimate deliverable is a comprehensive digital twin-ready BIM model designed specifically for long-term facility management and operations. They literally handed over a flawless, living digital replica, and facility managers can use this digital twin to operate, maintain, easily troubleshoot, and systematically upgrade the specific asset for decades to come.
It honestly completely changes how we think about the construction of our built environment. Just think about it. If we can perfect an impossibly complex automotive megaproject in the digital world before ever laying a single physical brick, what else in our physical world should we build twice? From our modern, high-tech hospitals to our most expansive city grids, the potential of these digital construction methodologies is absolutely limitless. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today, and always keep questioning how our incredible world is built.